So sorry, fella. This
No,
has
it's
just
all
been one of
good.
them days for
It's all
me.
good. It's all good.
I'm just walking to the store now.
Oh, yeah.
To hang up. It's got yes. So
Cool.
sorry.
Oh,
Go. Hey, you go.
yeah. Okay. Thanks so much for this, though.
Oh, hey, of course. I'm just so sorry I missed your email.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Okay, should we get into it?
You go. You drive
Okay.
it.
So, first question is, why did you get into sustainability?
Because it was because I wanted to learn how to provide nutrient-dense food to my children.
Okay. It's a real good reason.
I thought so. I
Yeah.
still do. Well, you could, Jackson will just I think he'd want to beat me about the head with that one, but anyway.
Next question. What is your favorite part of the sustainable work and why?
It provides easy solutions to complex problems.
Huh.
And it is enabling for us individually
Yeah.
to be able to be in control of our own destiny, especially because a lot of the values that we need our political system and governments to do, they aren't. So
Yeah.
being sustainable is a way to change things at a grassroots level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And then next one, what are the pros and cons of solar power?
The pros are that you can be in a remote space and still be able to provide your own electricity
Mm-hmm.
and not have to be connected to, the general main supply.
Yeah.
The negative is the plastic used, the non-renewable, to make the panels.
Yeah.
The non-renewable, resources that need to go into their manufacture. And the fact is that a lot of them, like any technology, quickly become outdated. And it is the landfill issue from them.
Okay.
And the plastic pollution. So massive issue with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel if that would be the main thing. And also I guess the other issue with them is that we currently still need other energy sources. We can't just say, okay, everybody change to solar panels, but
Can't purely
then
go off solar power.
we still need oil and gas supplies.
Yeah.
Supplied energy. So unfortunately,
Yeah. Okay. What do you find people often get wrong when they talk about sustainability?
they often say sustainability is I'm self-sustained. I'm going to be living in a sustainability manner. And the fact is, it's not self. It can't be self. It's got to be community sustainability. It's sharing of our resources, skills, knowledge.
Yeah.
And no one can do it all.
Okay.
And yes, that's what I would say.
Okay. What do you think people would choose if they were given the choice of a composting toilet or a regular one if it was only running on rainwater, and why?
They would definitely go for a normal one. And because it feels people feel too close to the end product
Yeah.
and don't trust the end product to use it. It's like with all waste in modern society, people are comfortable to be turn their back on it
Yeah.
and not have to deal with it. So definitely a normal toilet.
Okay. Why should someone choose a self-sustaining garden over going to the shops for their food?
Now, this is a real easy one because it's totally to do with where we started, nutrient density. There's a lot of the food that is grown, that we eat, that we buy from supermarkets are grown in such a way that they don't rely on the natural process of a plant growth using its fibrous roots where it pulls in minerals through microbial life and actions.
Yeah.
So therefore, what happens is that it's lacking in a lot of minerals that we need for health. And the way that there's a very real way of measuring this, and it's called a Brix meter. And this is a good one to write down. It's a BRIX is the meter.
Yep.
And what that does, you take a sample of, like you squeeze out the juice of a sap of a plant, and the device actually measures the amount of mineral through reflectometry, and it measures the amount of mineral in that sap, and it has a Brix reading. And the Brix readings, and this is something I listened to a podcast, I think, last week, and the Brix reading for Coles veggies are generally around the 2, maximum 3 Brix rating, while home food is at least 18.
Oh, wow.
So, it really makes a difference just to natural, it's all about allowing the microbes to do what they know how to do.
Yeah.
We've tried to replicate it and it's not working. We've got to go back to basics, and that's why sustainability should be on most people's agenda, I feel, currently. But it's about getting the education to people, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. What are the pros and cons of a rainwater tank?
The pros are, again, getting off the grid and being in charge of your own water supply. We, as our population grows, especially in WA or in Perth around this region, we really don't have enough water for an expanding population. So it's more and more important to have ownership of collection to just sustain ourselves.
Yeah.
And also with the other benefit of rainwater systems is that when you're using tell me again the question again, Cooper, sorry.
What are the pros and cons of a rainwater tank or system?
Okay. And the other pro of a rainwater tank is that because it's not come by the main water supply, it doesn't have chlorine in it. And chlorine kills microbes in the gut. Well, and the whole reason there's chlorine in it is to kill any microbial life in the water, which is fair enough, but or any pathogens. But the thing is that when you like a lot of chlorine, it kills off microbial life in the soil and also in our guts. So that's a negative to using scheme water, while rainwater obviously is just collected. I mean, a negative of rainwater is that you still need to be connected to the mains to have especially in a small urban space, you still need, water to top it up in times of drought. And as you've experienced at home, Cooper, is that you still need every now and then that your tank's empty, no matter how good your rainwater collection tank is. So you still got to go and get some and buy water. That's the negative. Because you can't, and if we lived in a country that had loads of water, that would not be an issue.
Yeah.
But it had lots of rain. I mean, we just don't have, like, our precipitation, I think, is 2 months or 8 weeks out of the whole year where the precipitation is more than the evaporation. So we have a bit of a challenge there.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And I think, and also one other negative is that you do need to make sure you're not getting any, any like dead animals or like wildlife. Too much leaf litter. You do need to clean it and keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want to be doing is like putting pathogens in it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. If you could change one thing in the world regarding sustainable living, what would it be?
Gee, that's a big question. One thing. I would want the government to improve its legislation, to take the decisions away from the politicians and the masses, that we just have to do certain things a certain way from now on because we are at that point. That's what I'd like to see happen.
Yeah.
Things like single-use plastic, things like, what goes into landfill, like keeping organic matter in our own soils and things like that. So I would definitely, it would be legislation in the government.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Last question. What are some sustainable tips you would like to give people?
To learn how to compost their own waste, to be a conscious consumer. Don't just buy what's on hand, think about where it ends up. So being a conscious consumer is highly important.
Yeah.
And what was that enough, or was there something? Did you say 3?
Yeah. If you want to give another tip, that's fine.
Be conscious of what goes down the sink, like as in what goes into the water table. So, and the other thing is look at ingredients of what you put in your body as far as personal care items.
Yeah.
And know what the ingredients are and believe that you could eat it if you know what I mean? It's a good test. If you can eat it and you know what the ingredients are, it's okay for your body to eliminate the chemical load on your body.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I could just talk all day about this. If you want me to keep going, I can, but otherwise...
No, this is enough. Thank you so much, though.
You're very welcome. I hope it helped, yeah?
It should.
Okay. All right. Well, if you need any tweaks or hand, just let me know, Cooper. I'm always here.
Thank you.
All the best.
See ya.
See ya.